Aaron Whitlow,
Brandon Spivey,
and we are the Markout Movie
Podcasters.
Podcasters. Oh Lord, his energy is like litter.
Yes,
All right.
it's not at 100%.
He had food poison.
Thanks for sharing. Then, yeah, just thanks.
You're welcome.
I don't have the energy to really just go into it. Thanks.
Yeah. All right, that's all right. All right, today we're go ahead.
Oh, you said I had food poison. I just feel like I should
say
what I ate.
Go ahead.
I ate a burrito from Walmart in Russellville, which apparently there's something wrong with Russellville's burrito. However, been throwing up. Yeah, barely can swallow now. So much puke that came out. But I am here.
He's here. He's in the land of the living. And like I said, we're going to be reviewing Scrooged from 1988. But before we jump into it, I have a quick unboxing. But while I'm opening this up, Brandon and I will discuss what we watched. So what we watched is something where we're going to try to talk about something that we watched this week. Brandon's seen a lot of things. I've seen a few things. Trying to think now of what I actually watched. But yeah, so Brandon, you go first. I don't know.
Okay, so the first one I saw was Coming to America, which I was, I'm not the biggest fan of the original. I mean, I like Eddie, but it's not something I loved as a kid or anything like you did. What's this?
This is not. I thought it was gonna be movies, but okay.
It's a book.
It's a book.
Hey, I brought you a book too.
You did.
I didn't bring you that book. I brought you something.
The French Dispatch.
But
this is ironic though.
Yeah, it's a script.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I already have the movie over there somewhere.
So they brought you a screenplay.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
They delivered a screenplay so you can read it.
And
watch the movie.
Well, I've already watched it.
Did you like the movie?
I was going to get into it in what I watched. So,
well, I mean, since we're already talking, I guess I can come back to Coming to America.
For what I watched French Dispatch. It's a Wes Anderson film, not the other Anderson that Brandon does not like.
Oh, it's Paul W.S. Anderson.
Yeah, so this is Wes Anderson, who did like Royal Tenenbaums. That's the only one I can think of. It was like A Hotel of Dogs. I have no idea. I've never really seen the stuff. But I did watch French Dispatch and I actually enjoyed it. It was really enjoyable. He has really cool shots. It was a lot of his stuff centered. He loves symmetry. So he liked everything to be symmetrical. And everybody was in it, literally. And there's nobody I could point out to say, hey, you should win the best actor or best actress award or whatever, because everybody's very much an ensemble in this film. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was interesting and weird, but still interesting. So I give it about 3.5 Markouts out of 5. I liked it.
3.5.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Yeah, I liked it.
That's the only thing you watched?
No, I watched Spencer. I did not like it.
I love it.
No,
I told you to let me know what you thought of it.
So
the only thing she's good in is underwater.
Oh, you might watch it. You might like it.
You don't like it. I don't need to watch it.
I mean, it just was for me boring.
Yes, she's boring. I know it.
Other people may like it. For me,
she was boring. She was a boring Princess Diana, right? It is about Diana, right?
Yeah, Princess Diana.
Yeah.
Well, she wasn't boring in that aspect because she's interesting.
Now you ruined it for me.
She has a lot of like things that she's going through with being famous and not really knowing how to navigate that. Being in a family, she doesn't really want to be with it. Well. So yeah, that's what I watched those two films, and I don't think I've watched anything else other than I did watch a movie from like 2019 or something. I think called Holiday, which is about like it stars Emma Roberts and some guy. They find themselves together on like Christmas and start, or the day after Christmas, and they end up start going on holiday dates with each other as being each other's date on holidays. But so they don't have to worry about families being like, "Hey, let me set you up with this person. Let me set you up with that person," and being embarrassed. And it was interesting. It had some humor in it, but it was a good maybe 2.5 stars. It's 2.5 markouts. But it wasn't bad. It
wasn't a bad 2.5. It was a good 2.5.
It was a good 2.5. It
wasn't a Halloween Kills 2.5. It was a good 2.5. Ow.
He brought it back up. He would not let it go. That's why I don't trust Brandon's opinion on anything. Brandon, what did you watch?
All right, Coming to America, which stars Eddie Murphy, Arsenio Hall, Wesley Snipes, that one dude from that one show with that one about those donuts. It got canceled. I think after 1 or 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Hey,
some donuts.
Yeah, Superior Donuts. Yeah, that dude.
Oh, dude,
I like that dude.
Totally just guess what it was. I didn't.
Yes, that's it. That's it.
I didn't say Superior at all.
You didn't?
Not at all. But you got it though. I know what you're talking about. You're right. That's what it was called.
Yeah, I like that guy. And I like him in this movie. He plays the new prince. Here's my issue with this movie. The first act is the issue. Oh man, it was embarrassing to watch Eddie give his portrayal of his character again in the first act. But once he started playing other characters, I felt like that livened everything up. And of course, I don't know. The first act is horrible. I thought Wesley Snipes was bad throughout the whole movie. I thought he was misused, miscast, whatever you want to call it. He shouldn't have been in this movie. He wasn't right for that. To me, he wasn't right for the part.
Yeah.
At least he's trying comedy, I guess. I mean, I've never actually seen him do comedy like before.
Yeah. I thought he did pretty good at it. Was that the comedy?
I took that as a comedy.
Is it because you got John Leguizamo? Is that why it's comedic?
Yeah, I mean he's funny.
He wasn't really in that movie. Yeah, movie's just.
Okay. Patrick Swayze was funny in that movie.
Patrick Swayze, yeah. I mean, Too On Food for what it is not a bad
movie. It almost ruined Wesley Snipes' career, though.
I can understand that.
Thank God he got Blade.
Yeah, he got Blade afterwards, right?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, Blade helped him. But yeah, no, this film, I felt like Wesley is Wesley was the best part in the film.
For you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wesley was the best part in the film. I thought that he, as far as like his acting was, Wesley's an actor compared to everyone else. But I thought that they relied too heavily on a lot of like callbacks, and I love nostalgia, but they relied too heavily on it. Like some people showing up, you're like, come on, man, there's no way all those old barbers are still alive. I know there's really Eddie, but still. Except for like the one guy, I don't think that he was even there. Like, was it the three? Was it 3 barbers in there?
Yeah, there was 3.
Oh, because I know was somebody else playing the one guy, or was it the same guy? There's one guy in there that's not Eddie or Arsenio. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but anyway, no. What else you watch? What's your marks?
I give it a 3 out of 5. The second half of the movie was much better than the first half. I didn't like Arsenio at all, though. I thought he just
a wasted character.
Well, yeah. I feel that way about the first movie too. Like he just was a waste. Like I guess I'm not a fan of Arsenio. I don't know.
Some people just ain't a fan of Arsenio.
But I give it 3 out of 5. Then I watched. What did I watch?
You watched a lot of movies I just gave you.
Yeah.
I didn't give you. I didn't give.
You didn't give them to me
because I still like getting stuff.
But okay, Tomorrow War, that was one of them.
What you think about it?
I loved it.
I thought it was.
It was like Edge of Tomorrow meets the Terminator in a way.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it. Chris Pratt was amazing in the movie.
Excellent. Yeah.
I have a little problem with a certain.
You always have problems.
No. I gave it a better score than you did. I gave it a 4.5 out of 5.
What
I gave it a 4.
I gave it a 4?
Yeah. I thought it was an excellent movie. Alien invasion movie.
I thought the aliens were very interesting.
The aliens were better than this than they were in Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah, I agree.
It was a really good movie. What else did I watch?
You watched
Oh, the Mitchells versus the Machines.
Yeah.
Excellent animated picture.
Best animated movie this year.
I can't say that's a fact for me.
What else you see?
But
you saw Encanto.
Yeah,
You said that's
like it's a toss up
between those two.
Yeah.
Between those two,
yeah.
Hey, so guess what? Mitchell's versus Machine. Guess who directed it?
Same guy that directed Spider-Man.
It's his Spider-Verse.
Yes.
And we did get the trailer for the new Spider-Verse film.
Yeah, I tagged you and you didn't respond.
I'm sorry. That's all right.
Did you enjoy it?
Yes.
I was disappointed there was no Cage. How are you gonna do a sequel without Nick Cage?
I don't know. I think they may introduce more.
Yeah, they should. But you gotta bring back Peter Parker. B. Parker.
Peter B. Parker. Yeah, you can't bring back the other Parker. He's poked. Anyway, yeah. So anything else you watched?
Tammy Faye.
Yeah, The Eyes of Tammy Faye.
Oh,
Jessica Chastain.
Yeah, she lost herself in the role. I like
best actress, perhaps.
Yeah, I think she's from what I've seen this year. I would say she wins.
I can't think. I was literally trying to think of someone that I seen respect. I thought that Jennifer Hudson did really great in that, but I think that Jessica Chastain did much better in Eyes of Tammy Faye.
I forgot about respect there for a second.
She did excellent.
Those are my favorite two performances.
Yeah,
from the females.
Still best actor for me is Will Smith and King Richard.
Oh yeah.
Close is Andrew Garfield in actually Tick Tick Boom. He did really great in that. But I don't know, man. Will killed it, man. Will killed it. Will disappeared just like Jessica. Like I wasn't seeing Will Smith.
Yeah, I agree.
I saw King Richard.
But it was an interesting film. I don't know how many biographies we'll get on real life people that were in, what I like to call popular Christianity.
Joker says Jessica Chastain. She's hot. Not so much as Tammy Faye, but yes. She
Did
is.
You like? I mean, you knew about these people.
Yeah.
I had no idea because I don't watch TVN, CBN, whatever they're called. I think they're con artists. All of them.
They're pretty much.
My dad used to watch them. My brother used to watch them. I never could stand to watch them. But what do you know the story? So was it accurate?
As far as I know, I don't really know. But but from what I looked up, researched afterwards, but I think she's dead now.
She is dead. He's not.
Yeah.
Her ex-husband.
Yeah. But she had cancer, I believe. I might be wrong, but anyway, I thought that for the movie, I thought that the movie was great, and I thought that she was really good in it, and it was uncomfortable to watch at some points.
Yeah,
but not bad.
Here's my issue with it.
Also, I've seen the Summer of Love, Summer of Soul.
But
yeah,
it is not really the issue with the movie itself. It's just circumstances, greed, money, popularity. This is what
they sold snake oil. I agree.
They sold snake oil.
That's a good way to put it. All right. But we'll jump into the movie here in a minute.
Yeah, those things. Got somewhere to be?
No, you're good. I thought I had a buzz on my arm.
But those things will get you. And we started off the movie. I think their hearts were in the right place. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
But when you want to be popular, you want to be rich, and you're using God to do it. There's always going to be a fall. That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
But I thought the movie was good. I think I gave it 4 out of 5. I may have given it 5 out of 5. I'm not. It's on Letterboxd.
The 5 that you gave is Mitchell's versus the Machines.
Yeah.
I know that's a 5 for you.
Yeah, that was the best movie.
Yeah.
That I watched this week. Then I watched just today, watch House of Gucci, and it depressed the crap out of me. I hated every single character in that movie.
Lady Gaga.
Great performances, though.
How was Lady Gaga?
She was good, but I wanted to kill her.
Hey, that's a testament for her acting, I guess.
She'll probably be nominated again.
Yeah, she may. I'm hard pressed to think of how many people I would nominate.
But Jared Leto was good in the movie.
They are the original Osteens. Yeah, I agree. They are.
But it was a good movie. I give it a 4 out of 5, but I will never watch it again just because.
Yeah. It's a very depressing film.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing but
I've
betrayal.
never seen it. Why I say it? I was still thinking about Eyes of Tammy Faye. But yeah, no.
Yeah, it's just nothing but betrayal,
But
it's amazing what one woman can do. Because that's what she did. She made them all betray each other.
We're going to go ahead and jump into Scrooged. Movie review for Scrooged. I would just go ahead and give you my own personal what I think the movie is about. But yeah, it doesn't. I will tell you what I give it compared to what they say it is. So, all right. A selfish, cynical television executive is haunted by 3 spirits bearing lessons on Christmas Eve. Yeah, that's a good sum up of what it is. Starring Bill Murray, Karen Allen, who you may know her from Starman. You might know her from Indiana Jones.
Yeah, she is in one of them, isn't she?
Yeah, she's in the first one, I think. And then John Forsythe is Lou Hayward. John Glover is Bryce Cummings. Bobcat Goldthwait is Elliot Loudermilk.
He's from Police Academy.
Yep. David Johansen as the Ghost of Christmas Past. He's Buster Lewis or something like that. He was a singer. He sang "Getting Hot, Hot, Hot" as the song that he sung back in the 80s. Carol Kane as Ghost of Christmas Present, and Robert Mitchum as
old school actor.
Yeah, as Preston Rhinelander, and then there's Calvin Cooley as Nicholas Phillips as Calvin. There's other people I want to mention. Alfred Woodard as Grace Cooley, and this one person I want to mention Renee King. Renee King is the sister of Regina King, who is obviously a big actress now. You know who I'm referring to.
I do.
Yeah, Renee King. Because if you look at the movie, there's a girl that looks just like Regina King. You know who I'm talking about, the daughter of Alfred Woodard in this movie. Looks just like sort of looks like Regina King, but doesn't kind of look like her. But yeah, that's Regina's sister. It's Renee King. She was obviously an actress back in the 80s and stuff, but boy, Regina started acting and took off. Man, that lady is now directing. Man, she's all over the place. I'm so happy that Regina King is actually blown up as she has, and she's a really great actress as well. If you've seen, I need to let you borrow that. What is it? Harder They Fall, so you can see.
The Western that you're
hyping
really praising.
I'm praising, yeah. But yeah, so they're in that film. You got the numbers?
I do not. My one job.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna look at these comments by Joker. I know they're Joker. All right, let's see. Let's start right here. I might be wrong. I don't know what's older. Thoughts on Tomorrow Wars? All right, Brandon liked it. I liked it. Brandon says it is like The Edge of Tomorrow meets
a little bit of the Terminator.
Which
the war aspect.
Yeah. Thoughts? Brandon recently watched it. He did. And then Bill Murray was great. Once they give me the number, I'm gonna give it a little backstory about this film.
All right, I'm giving it to you. The numbers.
Give me the numbers. Yeah, ain't nothing else he can give me. I don't know.
7 out of 10 on IMDb.
That's good.
38% on Metacritic. 88% like it on Google. 69% on Rotten Tomatoes, and a 71 audience score.
Well,
there are your numbers.
Huh.
You seem surprised by your.
No, I'm now thinking, what did I do with? Okay, yeah, because I have Vivo too. But anyway, I was thinking, what did I do with that? Okay, I know what I did with it. Anyway, backstory: Bill Murray did Ghostbusters, right? And after Ghostbusters, he did another film, but it was a flop. I forget the name of it. It was a flop. It did not do well at all. And so,
what's his film? I'm sorry, I asked.
Uh,
I thought he knew.
Bill Murray. I don't know. Joker may get it before I do. Because I'm counting on this guy. He knows a lot of stuff. He's a Google expert.
Was it Stripes? No, that was
No,
before.
it was like it was actually a serious film, and it
Oh, never mind. I don't want to watch.
and he and it was terrible. I guess.
Oh, was it a bad movie? I mean,
No,
Bill
well,
Murray.
no, they said that it was. Um, let me just.
I really do apologize for asking.
Wasn't
Caddyshack, right?
No,
right?
no, 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 no.
I thought that was a hit.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Caddyshack. Caddyshack was a hit. Caddyshack is before this. So when let me tell you. All right. Let me see. I just gotta go back in order. 88 is where is he did Ghostbusters? Razor's Edge is what it is. Razor's Edge, and then between then and up to like Scrooge, which was in 88. So between that time frame,
I've never heard of it.
He stopped acting and just spent more time with his family. You know, he pretty much retired from acting, but he did pop up and stuff, little part roles like Little Shop of Horror. He did a cameo in Little Shops of Horror. He did like cameo like I guess Brewster's Millions said. I don't know. I didn't even recognize him if he was. But in other things, he did like quick little cameo spots, but he didn't really act. But then finally he got back in it, and this film.
So is that why he's in Space Jam? Because he was kind of like Michael Jordan, like he retired, he was coming back.
I don't know. I don't know the man's life.
I
know about this specific movie.
NBA.
I know about this movie, man.
I thought you were like a real diehard Bill Murray fan.
No. And so Bill, he started. So he got the script for this movie. First, he got the script way before then. Before, like after Ghostbusters, or before Ghostbusters, maybe he got the script for this movie and was like, "No, I don't want to do it." But then after Ghostbusters and after his flop and after he kind of started coming back, he's like, "All right, I'm ready to do it." But he says you got to change a lot of the script, and so they changed a lot of the script. And then the first person they had that was going to make the film passed on it, and Richard Donner got it. And Richard Donner doesn't do comedy. He's like, so I don't know how this is going to be.
That's not exactly true.
That's what Richard Donner, he's known for action films. Yes. He has sprinkle of comedy in him, but he does action films. Goonies is still like an action film, but for kids.
It's an adventure.
It's adventure, which is
a
subgenre of. I mean,
I wasn't even thinking
witty dialogue, but yeah.
But I was thinking that more.
But then I would say Spielberg has more to do with maybe the dialogue in Goonies that was.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah,
but no, he did the same. This is the same year he did Lethal Weapon too.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking that's where my brain was going. He said he don't do comedy. I was like, Murtaugh and Riggs. It's nothing but comedy. Yeah, but it was the same year he did Scrooge. So never mind.
I mean,
I'm just off today.
So he committed to it, and then you have now they wanted to cast for the Ghost of Christmas Past Sam Kinison. You remember Sam Kinison? He was a comedian. He just screamed. I can't do a Sam impression. He just screamed. He was the rival of Bobcat Goldthwait. So oddly enough, they cast his rival in the film, and not him at all. Like they gave him, they had him.
I love Bobcat,
but instead of casting him, they casted Buster Lewis because Buster Lewis and Bill Murray were buddies.
That makes sense.
So yeah, so Buster got the Ghost of Christmas Past, which I'm glad because I liked him as Ghost of Christmas Past. Bobcat obviously got the film. Karen Allen got the film, but. And then Carol Kane got it, and whoever else got it. But the thing is, Bill Murray was such a hard person to work with on the set. He's not really method, but he refuses to really go by the script, and he likes to improv. And Karen Allen is a classically trained actress, and she goes methodically by the script. So whenever he does whatever he wanted to do, it's hard for her to kind of say, okay, well, this is what this, So it.
Oh, I totally get it.
Yeah, because you're an actor, right?
Well, I'm not an actor, but
acted.
I have trained.
You've trained in theater.
Well, not exactly.
Theater.
I trained in Nashville. That's all I can give you.
Close enough.
I even have a diploma of it, but TV print.
Yay. But anyway, so Bill was really hard to work with in this film, and but ultimately it's still like, and people, I think the cast ultimately was like they didn't really care for the film because of the hell of going through the production, but now they've grown fond of it because we all love it. Like it's a Christmas classic.
Yeah, I actually think it is the best version of the Charles Dickens story.
I agree.
Christmas Carol.
And let's get into it.
Well, it's the best version I've seen.
And we're going to talk about some things, but so getting into it, we have Frank Xavier Krause, played by Bill Murray, who is Scrooge. Essentially, he's like he doesn't really hate Christmas, but he doesn't like what we think Christmas of. He thinks of Christmas as revenue.
Yeah. He's not wrong.
Christmas is revenue.
Do you like that delivery? He's not wrong.
Yeah. Also, I tagged this on Facebook. Say You'll Love It, because that's the tag that I say about this podcast episode. You'll love it. But anyway, so Francis Cross, they're having the Charles Dickens immortal classic, the Christmas Carol. What's it called? Christmas Carol.
It's a Christmas Carol.
They're gonna do like a live showing of it, which is a bad idea. It's a terrible idea to do that.
Is it?
Yes.
Why?
It's live TV. Anything can happen in a live production.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a bad idea.
It's a great idea. Just ask Vince McMahon.
No,
he fired Jeff Hardy.
He fires everybody.
Then we get to see the Hardy Boys reunion if Jeff's not intoxicated.
Oh, that's
the only reason I can make it.
It's a big if.
Otherwise, why would he be fired? Sorry to get on that.
Well, because Vince McMahon fires everybody.
I was thinking live TV, and it was just
Vince McMahon fires everybody. It should be on the shirt. But anyway, but
he'll never fire Shawn Michaels.
Asterisks, maybe.
No, Shawn's his boy.
Yeah, well, yeah. He's clicked with Shawn and Hunter, but
Hunter, I'm not so sure about, but
yeah,
because he took over NXT, so I'm not so sure.
But anyway, let's get back to Scrooge, man.
He is Scrooge.
He is really the Dead version, but yeah. So Francis, what you think about his little? Like, what you think about that little first faux Christmas movie that they show? Like, it starts off with like you think it's a totally different movie.
Yeah.
What you think about that?
No, that was cool. It was you talking about when they're showing him the footage of?
Yeah.
Carol, right?
Well, no. Like they start off with like Santa.
Oh yeah, with Lee Majors.
Lee Majors, yeah. Lee Majors,
See,
literally playing Lee Majors, playing himself.
Yeah, I would love to see that movie. It's
you
a
would
shame.
watch it?
Yeah, I mean,
you
why not?
Totally watch it.
I mean, I wanted to watch Santa with Muscles with Hulk Hogan. Of course, I would watch it.
How can you argue with that? I've seen Santa's Sleigh. Is that what?
I did not watch that. I started it, and I was like, nope, can't do it.
I've seen Jack Frost as well. That's terrible.
That's better than
Michael Keaton's great, but
yeah,
I'm talking about the
horror
one.
Yeah.
I mean, the moment someone gets taken, I had to go because this is a Christian church. The moment that someone gets taken advantage of with a carrot in a bathtub, yeah.
I got nothing to add to this.
You know what I'm talking about?
I've seen it once.
But you know who I'm talking about.
I don't remember that scene.
It's, the chick.
I don't know.
The lady from American Pie.
Oh God, why was she in this?
The foreign film.
Oh God, yeah. Shannon Elizabeth.
Yeah, she's in this movie, and she's not in Scrooge, but she's in Jack Frost, and she gets like raped. with a carrot
Oh,
by a snowman.
thank God I was before American Pie, so no one remembers until they watch this.
Well, then, like when she became popular, they marketed her in the film, as they do with everything, like Renee Zellweger and Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Next Generation, which is terrible. Anyway,
well, she is the star of that movie with Matthew.
Unfortunately, but anyway,
I'm just saying.
But anyway, Scrooge, what you think about the promo that Francis Cross showed? With,
his version of what the Christmas Carol should be. Yeah, that would not go over well in any era.
Pulls up and shoots somebody with a gun in the car.
I know,
and like drug abuse. Like he was saying, these are the reasons why we need to watch Scrooged.
Yeah, I mean, I understand his mindset, and there would be so many letters. They would
FCC.
So many, yeah, I mean.
Oh, we got comments.
We got 2 comments.
All right. He letting everyone go, but yes, I like the Scrooge good movie. Y'all keep going hard. Thank you. And then there's the emojis and stuff. Appreciate you.
See, it's always good to bring Vince in. Get comments.
Yeah, that's true. Vince puts butts in the seats.
Sadly.
But anyway,
he does.
So yeah, and then like your boy Elliot,
I love it.
Brings it up. Yes, sir. So let me tell you what I don't like about Bobcat Goldthwait in the 80s.
No.
And it's funny because I was naive to a point where I always thought that's how he really talked, but that was his shtick. That was his whole thing. Is like, can you do him?
I cannot do him.
I can't do Bobcat. He just goes from it. He goes like, especially in Police Academy, he's more. He's all over the place. Like he's more subdued in this one, but in Police Academy, he's like, yes, Chipmunk is gonna go with me, but it's okay. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
It's as close as I can get. But
I wish we had him here to do it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't want to do it.
He wouldn't. I don't know. We're talking about one of his movies, so maybe.
Maybe, but Bobcat is actually he's Elliot Loudermilk in this film. He works at the IBM or IBC, whatever the fake TV station is. And he's
a disgruntled employee by the end of the movie.
Yeah, he really is. But he tries to. He stands up to Frank and says, "Sir, you can't show that." Because you're gonna give people heart issues, and which he does. But you say you're gonna hurt people. Will be confused. It's not Christmas. It has nothing to do with Christmas. You should take out the blood. And he says, Bill Murray says, "I bet you it's ad lib. If I can change it in the next 5 minutes, I'll let you know." He says, "No, thank you. We don't want to scare the dickens out of people." That's right. We don't want to scare the dickens out of people. And then, like, he got his name, and
no one gets his humor,
and he fired him.
Yes.
And then, like, Grace was like, "But it's Christmas." He said, "Oh, thank you." Stop his Christmas bonus.
Though, not to go off topic again, but I have to say, Bill Murray and Nicolas Cage play the best Scrooges of all time.
When did Nicolas Cage play?
The Family Man.
Okay.
It's another version of it.
No. Yeah. I would say The Family Man is another version of It's a Wonderful Life. Which It's a Wonderful Life is a subversion of Christmas Carol, I guess, sort of. I
don't know the years they came out. So.
Because It's a Wonderful Life is like
30s.
I would say It's a Wonderful Life and Grinch that Stole Christmas are kind of adapted from Ebenezer Scrooge. In a sense of like they had that humbug type of attitude when it came to Christmas and cheerfulness.
Well,
you can speak more for It's a Wonderful Life because that's your movie.
Yeah, I don't think he was a Scrooge at all. I think life just didn't turn out
the way he wanted.
Yeah, I don't think he hated Christmas. I don't think Christmas had anything to do with him wanting to take his life that night. Everything he wanted to do, he sacrificed everything for his family. And he felt like he never was appreciated for it, and that's what I take from every time I watch it. I mean, I don't get the Scrooge.
Every time you watch it, does an angel get his wings?
Absolutely.
but yeah. So, but we have Frank Cross here. He is, like you said. I agree with you. He's the best version of Scrooge. Or Ebenezer Scrooge.
That I've seen.
And he's not technically Ebenezer Scrooge, but he is a Scrooge. A Scrooge type of villain. And he's despicable. He's very despicable. He like I said, he fired Elliot. He was giving out gifts. You're either gonna get a VCR or VHS, or he said VHS, but he meant VCR, or a towel. And he puts his own brother down for a towel.
I mean, at least he was giving up something, though.
But then he gave his secretary Grace a towel and a face cloth for her bonus.
I'm not giving.
She has children. She has like 6 children.
And he comes around.
Eventually.
Why am I defending Bill Murray?
Why are you defending Bill Murray?
I don't know. Actually, this is my favorite performance of his in his career.
But yeah.
Well, this or Kingpin. Those are the 2 ones I really like. He's a horrible person in that one.
I've never seen Kingpin. Have I seen? Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Okay, I forgot about that with Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, he's horrible in that.
Yeah, he was pretty bad. He's really good at playing a butthole. Like even in French Dispatch, he's
a butthole now.
Yeah, he's the
maybe he's a butthole in real life.
Maybe, he plays like this he's very opposite of Billy Crystal. I just thought about that because Billy Crystal seems like a lovable guy. Like
I don't know.
He doesn't seem like a prick as much. No, he's good at playing a prick too, like the sarcastic prick.
But Bruno was still alive, we could ask him because Bruno thought he was a prick.
Yeah,
Bruno Kirby.
Yeah,
said they screwed him, blacklisted him from Hollywood. So I mean,
well, maybe he was. He pops up. Billy Crystal pops up in an episode of Modern Family as himself, and he's talking like he's like, hey. I'm cool with people coming up to me in person and talking to me because blah 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 blah. And they were like, okay, guy, we have no idea who this crazy person is. And he kept doing like little things like, have fun storming the castle. He started doing like his little bits, and they wasn't getting it, and it was funny. But anyway, back to Bill Murray. Billy, but in French Dispatch, he plays like he's like the chief editor of the French Dispatch, and he's serious, but he's really good in it. But in this movie, I agree. This is my favorite Bill Murray film, honestly. And that includes Ghostbusters. I really like this over Ghostbusters. It is. I mean, it is what it is. I've always loved. I got a soft spot for Scrooged. But yeah, he's like a prick, and he gives people towels or VCRs. And what do you think about dude that wants to take a job? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah,
he always plays such a like.
He looks like
he's really good at playing.
He looks like what's his name, McKinley, the guy from Scrubs. I know him from other things, but
he really does look like.
He looks like him.
But this guy, he played in Smallville. He plays Lex Luthor's dad, Lionel Luthor. John Glover. He's in Gremlins 2.
Oh yes, he was. He plays a slime ball in that too.
He's the owner of Clamp.
Yeah.
But he's really good at playing this slime ball type of guy. Payback. He's in the Math of Madness, which I didn't know he was in there. Yeah, he just has. Yeah, you're right. He has that look. He's just really good. He's been blacklisted. I didn't know that. I've never seen that though.
So he's probably really a nice guy.
He probably is really sweet, salt of the earth, but he's really good at playing bricks. But yeah, So what'd you think about him and his ass? Like he comes in like nice to like, hey, how you doing, man?
Very positive energy.
Yeah,
I know the type,
but it's not. But all right. So what else can we say about this? All right, let's get to the ghost. All right, so he's first visited by his old boss, who died golfing.
Mm-hmm.
What you think about his makeup and like the whole scene, that like his whole interaction?
I thought it was hilarious, but I'll tell you what I really thought was hilarious. I mean, I thought it was great makeup. I love the scene in general. But just, when Bill's was like he's about to throw up, when the little mouse comes out of the back of his head with the golf ball, I hate rodents. I can't stand them. But I couldn't help but laugh like at that. I don't know how Bill kept it together.
He says, I was admired by men, loved by women. And then he says, adored by women. And then he said, adored. Let's be honest, you paid for women. He was like, his whole thing is he's the Marley. He's Marley, the person that was his old in Christmas Carol. He was the old partner of Ebenezer Scrooge. In this, he was Bill's or Francis Cross's old boss. We see him in some of his when he goes back in the past. We see him alive.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was a guy.
Like he's doing a pretty good job for a woman though.
Yeah, he's
playing it.
He sleeps around. He likes his secretary. So what can you say? But yeah, he
never have understood that.
But
why a secretary?
I don't know, of convenience, I guess. But anyway, so he drops him out the window, which is not a dream, but it could be. And then goes down his ex-girlfriend, Carol. Carol? Is that her name?
I think it was Carol, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And they meet up.
Yeah.
And but yeah, the ghost. What did you think about the scene where he was no, he tried to staple the mouse.
Oh yeah, and she was having none of it, and he's like, "I'm not gonna do anything to hurt this little creature." I mean,
yeah, I have $2 and a horse and blah blah blah. He said, "Okay, great." But
yeah, that is something a guy like Frank would do. He would do anything to sell anything. I mean, if it got more viewers, I'm gonna do it. He's Vince McMahon, I'm telling you.
He is Vince McMahon. And so he does, instead of doing that, he goes to the dinner, other than lunch, and at the lunch he sees a couple of illusions. He sees an eyeball.
Oh yeah, I loved that scene.
Aha! Because he's thinking that the dude from California was Bryce Cummings. He thought that he was the ghost. And then he thought that the guy that's serving him was the ghost. He says, "Are you him?" He says, "Are you he, sir?" But then he seen the dude on fire, and he throws water on him, and he says, "I'm sorry, I thought you was Richard Pryor."
Yeah,
do you not get that?
I get the joke. I understand
Richard Pryor.
I understand. I thought even for then,
I bet you that was ad lib.
Yeah, I thought that was. It shouldn't have been done. I don't think it should have been done.
It's pretty hilarious. It's pretty funny. If you don't know, then it'll go over your head. But if you know that Richard Pryor, caught himself on fire freebasing, it's a pretty funny joke. It's pretty funny. I thought you was Richard Pryor.
But you're making fun of someone like burned themselves, Aaron.
I thought you was Richard Pryor. That's hilarious. It's so funny. And then
I bet Richard wasn't liking that.
Richard made fun of himself, so he probably did. But Eddie might not have liked it. But
it's easier to make fun of yourself, though.
Yeah, than other people. I agree. But anyway, then there was a scene where when he's walking out, you notice him slip and fall.
Yeah.
You know that really happened.
It happens to me all the time. So
yeah. So it was just wet, and he literally slipped, and that's the best take. So they kept it in. And he hurt himself doing it. He fell.
That man hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts when you fall.
But yeah. But then we see his first ghost, Poindexter or whatever his name is. I don't know. Buster Lewis Poindexter. I don't know.
You talking about the ghost?
Hot guy. Yeah. The Niagara Falls, But anyway, yeah, I like that was my favorite of the ghosts. And
cab driver.
Yeah, the cab driver. He takes him back to the past. And his dad gives him veal, which is pretty expensive these days. So hey,
Well, I mean, that was the case, man. I can't say back then because I wasn't back then.
But
But
your mom and them gave you just meat?
no, my parents never gave me meat for Christmas. We weren't that poor. But
I don't think it was a poor thing for them. I think his dad just give him meat.
I think he was.
His mom also smoked cigarettes while she was pregnant with her brother.
I mean,
it was a different time.
It definitely was a different time. But...
And there's Brian Doyle Murray playing his dad. So, like 3 of...
He passed away this year, didn't he?
Is that the one? Are you trying to kill the Marys?
One of them did.
I think all of them are still alive, man.
Okay, maybe it was Dan. It was Dan Aykroyd's brother then.
Yeah, I didn't know Dan Aykroyd had a brother. So there you go.
He had a brother.
Man, why are you trying to kill the Marys?
I'm not trying. I also thought he passed away too.
Who?
Bill Murray's brother.
No, he's still alive. Jeez, man, why are you trying to kill this man?
I'm not trying to kill him.
Yeah, Brian Doyle Murray is still alive. Living John Murray is he played his brother. He actually played Frank Krause's brother in this film as his actual brother. And then the party guests at his house. Yeah, the party guests at the house.
They look nothing alike.
They look just alike. Oh my goodness!
Not the one that's actually playing his brother. The guy that's playing his father. They look exactly alike.
They all look alike. The Murray brothers look alike, and then the guest at the party, the one guest at the party, that's his other brother. Like
he's got a lot of brothers.
Jim Murray or something. I don't know. It's like
I really don't see the resemblance with the guy that was actually playing.
Have you never seen a Moving Violation? There's a movie called Moving Violation, starring John Murray. He got it because his brother's famous, and they're like, "Hey, let's snatch him another Murray." I've seen
a poster.
But he pretty much plays like Bill Murray type of character. I think he also plays in the first Teen Wolf film. I think he's Styles. I think it's Michael J. Fox's friend. I'm pretty sure that's John Murray.
I remember him, but
it's him.
I just don't see the resemblance.
You don't see the resemblance between him?
I see.
I think he looks the most like Bill than all the other. Well, okay, Brian now looks a lot like him, but I think
you didn't think they looked like back then?
No. They kind of have the same features, but I thought that John and Bill look more alike. But yeah, you're right. I mean, but folks might not think so. But yeah, that's his brothers. Who do y'all think, if y'all watching, if anybody's watching, who do you think that look? So there's Brian Doyle Murray, Joe Murray. Here's the party guest, and there's John Murray, and this is Edward Murray III, which I never really see him in anything. But yeah, there's the Murray boys. That's the most famous one.
What's he from? Joel. He's from he's in Hatchet.
He is in Hatchet, isn't he?
Yeah, he's the porn director.
He was the porn. Oh, that's just terrible. But yes, he was.
That's what I know him from.
But yeah, there's John. He looks more like him now, don't he?
Yeah,
when he got older.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think he is starting to look really old though.
Who?
Bill
looks ancient. But yeah. But
I always thought Dan looked the oldest, but watching Afterlife, I was like, man, Bill's really aged.
Bill is aged. Dan actually looks considerably young. Obviously, Ernie Hudson looks the youngest. Ernie does not age. He's just gray, but he does not age. His skin still looks.
I'm so happy for that man.
Yeah.
I really am. Got no respect for 30-something years. It's finally coming back to it.
But anyway, so after the first ghost, she shows Bill, Frank, his childhood home. He shows him his office party.
Yeah. And
then he leaves the office party and bumps into his Carol, who is the love of his life. And they have a great relationship for maybe a couple of years. But then Frank is now doing Frisbee the dog. It's like kiddie show. And instead of going to the party with Carol, he decides to go with his boss. And that starts his trajectory to becoming the president of IBC or whatever the hell that company is. But yeah, what you think about his relationship with Carl and just that whole little Ghost of Christmas Past portion?
That relationship totally reminds me, and I hate to bring it up, it's The Family Man with Tia and Nicholas, but that relationship.
The movie sucked. I like it, but I hated it.
You like it, but you hated it?
Yes, because, oh man. Let me tell you. I'll tell you this. The reason why I like it, but I hate it, is I love the Family Man. I love that, like, his family that he had with her was such a lovable, cool family that when he snaps back into his reality, they don't exist anymore. The little girl don't exist. The kids don't, and that bums me out. And then like he meets her, and they can start that spark and stuff and get that stuff going. But it's just
I think this is a very true statement I'm about to make. It was to my point with Bill and Carol. He is his best version when he's with her. And even though he doesn't know it, and his current reality, when he revisits stuff and sees stuff, he's like, and he tries to get back with her, but he can't seem to get himself out of the way until the very end, of course. But I love them two together. I mean, she brings out the best in him.
I agree. I agree. And I noticed that they in this film that they are great together, as you stated, and I think that him and you can see it in his face. And I would give this to Bill Murray just as an actor. You can see in these scenes like emotion and humanity, especially like with his mom. When he sees mom, he says, I'm not gonna cry, blah 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 blah." But then like he starts crying, tearing up, and that hits me because I think about my mom and I want to just cry and tear up because I love and I miss my mom. And but yeah, it was such a powerful little scene. But then like when him and the Coach of Christmas Past he's like, check the records, I did stuff, and he says I hit the home run. He says that's from Ghost of Eddie's, I don't know, Courtship of Eddie's father. And he says, well, I ran down a mountainside and blah blah blah. He says that's from little what was it, House on Little Prairie?
Yeah.
He says the homecoming episode. Yeah. Which I like that his life is he never really lived until he met Carol.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like that's when he started really living. Like he was at the Christmas party still working. He wasn't enjoying the party. Like there was a party around him, but he was like in his own little world.
Yeah.
And that's how he lived. And the only thing that got him out of it is when he ran into Carol and had that relationship with her. But from there, they get to the present. He goes on his rampage and he goes looking for when he snaps out, he always takes it out on the set. Whenever he comes back, he always is taking that on the production. Like he's like, yes, I am happy, you little bee. And then like, he's just cussing them out and he's like, that's fine. I'm gonna go to Operation Reach. And then like he goes and he bumps into 3 bums. Do you recognize any of those people?
Well, Michael J. Pollard's one of them.
Where you know him from?
House of a Thousand Corpses.
He was. He was hanging out with Captain Spaulding.
Yeah. Also, he's in what was that movie? Bonnie and Clyde, the original.
You recognize
Warren Beatty.
One of the ladies is Mother Fratelli.
Yeah, I thought it was her, but I wasn't sure.
Also from Throw Mama from the
Train. Yeah.
She in her career, and I think her career kind of came. I don't know about her life pre Goonies. I don't know. She might have been really big in a lot of stuff, but post Goonies, her career, she worked with pretty much Spielberg, Richard Donner twice, really, and then worked with the Sean Astin and Corey Feldman, just some people like that. plus Billy Crystal, Danny DeVito in Throw Mama from a Train, plus in this movie Bill Murray, and then I want to say she even was in that movie Daily Friend.
Is that the one where her head gets knocked off by a basketball?
Yes, that's her. That's the last movie I know her in.
Like, I couldn't remember what that movie was, but that scene has always stuck with me.
She gets her head knocked off with a basketball. But yeah, she's obviously passed away now. But yeah, just every time I see her, even in Throw Mama from a Train, I always thought Mother Fratelli. Just she's Mama Fratelli. She's gonna forever be that. It's just like, as we said, Sean Young, Steve Young. He's gonna be Glenn. Is his name?
Oh, Steve Young.
Steve Young. Yeah, he's Glenn.
Yeah, I mean,
no matter where you're in, buddy, you're gonna be Glenn.
It's hard to escape certain fandoms. Like, for me, John Bernthal is still Shane Walsh.
He's still Shane, yeah. Andrew Lincoln is gonna be
Rick Grimes.
Rick Grimes. I mean, to the day he dies, he's Rick Grimes.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, and it's good that they're doing other things like John and
Michonne, same.
Yeah. But you're still gonna. People see you, oh, you're Michonne.
But
you can be part of Marvel all you want. You're still Michonne.
But also the flip side of that, though, Brandon, is this: that I think that people still want to see you, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like when you see Shane, you know,
I love watching John.
When you see him and stuff, you're like, oh yes, he's in, and you get happy when he pops up. He's in King Richard. You're like, yes, he's
he's such a nice guy.
And you kept wanting, you kept thinking you're gonna be a prick because you used to him being a prick and stuff, but he wasn't.
Certain things.
Like I haven't seen Punisher, so
he's Batman except he kills.
but yeah, just like not just people from Walking Dead, just when you see people.
But like Sweet Virginia, he's a good guy now. He was a good guy in the Angelina Jolie Firestorm movie.
Yeah, he was in that. He was really good.
I thought it was the most entertaining part. I'm biased.
He was.
I love his character.
He's the best person in that movie. And then he was also in what is that movie? Oh yeah. The movie with Brad Pitt and
the war film.
No.
Fury. The Fury.
No. Where the racing movie.
Oh, it's
you know
Matt Damon.
Yeah, Matt Damon. It was not Brad Pitt. It was Matt Damon and who else?
Batman. I can't think of his name right now. the Dark Knight trilogy.
The guy. I see his face. You know what I'm talking about.
Of course I know. It's sad I don't know who he is.
What is his name?
He was in The Fighter.
He's also in American Psycho. That guy.
This is sad.
we do movies, right? Oh.
You know, hit me right after we end this episode too.
It's over the tip of my tongue. It's like I'm seeing his face. Oh. Yeah. He was in The Mechanist. He was what is his name? Christopher. No.
Yes, it is Christopher.
Is it Christopher?
I believe so.
No, I'm thinking Christopher Nolan. That's not his name. He's in the Christopher Nolan movie.
Christian Bale, baby.
Christian Bale. All right, but yeah. That movie. He was in that movie.
We are embarrassed.
Yes. But anyway, back to this. But yeah, those and they thought that he was Dick. I forget it. They call him Dick Burton. They thought he was Richard Burton. And if you look at Richard Burton and Bill Murray, they kind of favor one another. So I can see how they would think that he's Richard Burton. So they kept calling him Dick and asked him to do Hamlet or Othello or whatever. Mm-hmm. Which he did it. Which but he didn't give the guy $2. And what'd you think about him? Like she was really ready to go with him, but she had to take care of some things first.
Yeah. And
he was such a prick to her. Like he said, no, that's fine. Because if she didn't come right then and there,
he was very impatient and
look. It's an A and P. Look under A, and if it's not there, look under P.
I can honestly say I've been there. So
well, you been that way?
I have.
You've been a Scrooge?
I have. Not around Christmas, but
in life in general?
Yes, I have. I can be honest and say I have. Totally regret it, but
Yeah. But anyway,
No one is perfect.
No one is perfect. But yeah, he didn't give the guy $2 to warm his place up, which we couldn't find out later on what he meant by that. And so he goes back on his life, and he eventually encounters the ghost of Christmas Present, who is Carol Kane, who she still works these days. She's actually in. She was in the incredible something life of Kimberly, whatever was on Netflix. She was in that show. She still works, and she was in Thank You for Sharing, the movie that came out several years ago, as like the mom of one of the guys in that movie. But she still works. I'm glad that she still works. Is my point. I get excited for anyone still getting work in Hollywood, in films, in anything. But yeah, I didn't like her as I never liked the Ghost of Christmas Present in this movie because she hits, and I wouldn't take it. There's no way. I'm just gonna let her hit me like that, man. Ain't no way. Brandon?
You're talking about that. I couldn't help but go back to the 2009 version with Jim Carrey. I don't know why. It just kind of hit me.
It was like a CGI version.
Yeah.
Right?
Then that version, it slows the movie completely down.
When the Ghost of Christmas Present comes.
Mm-hmm. I don't like the Ghost of Present. I don't like that.
Nobody does. Did you like this Ghost of Christmas Present?
I didn't think it slowed the movie down or anything. I don't think anything stops the movie's momentum.
No, I think that we go to visit Grace and her family, and we see that her son is a really smart kid. He doesn't talk since he's seen his father get killed, which that's understandable. And she's pretty much still being happy with her family, but they struggle. They can't even afford a Christmas tree. And, it's sad to think about that somebody can't even afford a Christmas tree. And, like, I always had a Christmas tree. Just, like, I never thought about that fact that somebody can't afford one,
Well, you're sitting next to one, so.
Oh, yeah, you are. You're poor.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, buddy. But, yeah. So he can't afford a Christmas tree. I know the camera angle's off, and I don't care. We're committed to this one. Anyway,
we're an hour and 2 minutes. Yeah, I would think so.
So, what was your thoughts on the host? Because they go to that house, then they go to his friend's house, or his brother's house.
I like that group. Anytime they're on the screen. I don't know.
Which group?
His brother, that dinner. I've always enjoyed that scene.
That lady that plays his brother's wife, she was in Dream On. I know her from Dream On.
She looks familiar. I can't tell you where she's from.
I've seen her in several things, but I know her specifically from the show Dream On. She played Martin Tupper's ex-wife or girlfriend, one of them. But I hadn't seen her in so long. But yeah, she's in that. But yeah. Also, there's a lady that's in this movie that works at the network who was in Die Hard, which makes sense because Richard Donner did. He did Die Hard. He didn't do Die Hard.
No, it was John McTiernan.
But she was in Die Hard as well. She's like the blonde that you see. There's one lady that works at like the one that told him about the lady having a heart attack. And he's like, yes, play this, run this every hour on the hour, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, the one that gets hurt.
No, that's
because of Bill.
I don't think it's the same lady. I think it's two different ladies because the lady get hurt was from the census. Not census, but censors.
Oh.
She's from like you can't show her nipples.
And they were showing.
You can see nipples. But he's like, Charles Dickens was wanting to see them. No. But anyway.
I'm not going to comment on that one.
Going back to Christmas Present, what was your thoughts on that whole little structure? And then we're gonna get to the past, the future.
On present, right?
Yeah, we're on present.
Pretty depressing, honestly.
Yeah. Do you feel like what he saw and experienced made him? Because he just got finished seeing his secretary's life, see that she's poor. And then, like, when he seen that his brother got the VCR, he says, as a gift that my ex-secretary gave you. It's like it sounded like he's gonna fire her.
He was.
So he hasn't really even learned anything.
No, he's too intact to his own world that he's not seeing what other
He's
people.
Vince McMahon.
Yes, he doesn't know that other people are suffering, and it's not. I don't think it's that he doesn't care. Scrooge doesn't care at a point, but I think Frank here just isn't aware of his surroundings.
He's indifferent about it.
Yeah.
But he
too self-involved.
Yeah, so he didn't really learn anything until like when he got back, snapped out of it. He woke up in the little sewer or whatever. He see that his buddy Herman died, because he froze to death. But to his point, why didn't he stay at the shelter? There's no reason for him to leave unless he wasn't allowed to stay there, which I don't see. Like some places, like Salvation Army, there's a structure. If you got to leave at a certain time, come back at a certain time. Sometimes they're up to capacity and they can't take nobody else in. So you got to do what you got to do. But he died freezing in the sewer of New York, and which you could tell Frank felt bad about that. He was mad and angry that he's dead. He's a guy he doesn't even really know, but he's like, why did you leave? She would have took care of you,
Mm-hmm.
and he just like is. Okay. Hey, you're just gonna bust on in the door, huh, Cole? All right.
How you doing, Cole?
But yeah. So, what'd you think about? I guess we can go ahead and get to. So the last part is him in the show's going on live, and
what are you doing to my leg here?
He's talking to the dog. For those that's listening, I'm not doing anything to his leg. What you doing, Cole? But anyway, so I called you, not him, but okay. The third ghost is a ghost of Christmas present.
Yeah.
Future. Oh, there's a scene where he's being ushered back to his suite or office or whatever, and the elevator opens and he sees the actor that's playing the ghost of Christmas future. And he jumps. But he elbows Alfred Woodard. Did you catch that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He really elbowed her, and that's her real like. It's just him being. That's Bill being. Bill. Yeah, his improv, and he about knocked her out. You see that? Like it looked like. I'm pretty sure her mouth was cut. I'm pretty sure.
I hope he apologized afterwards.
I would hope so, but yeah, Alfred Woodard, man, she caught a big elbow. And she said, "Oh, but he gets up there, and then the ghost is about to come out, and then all of a sudden, your boy Elliot pops up and got a shotgun.
He does have a shotgun.
And he's shooting at him.
Never give this man a gun.
And,
can't hit nothing.
He can't hit anything. He can't hit the broadside of a barn.
He could hit anything in Police Academies. He can't hit anything here.
Yep.
I love him though. I mean, that voice he does.
Why do you like Bobcat so much?
I just love the voice.
Is he your John Candy?
I've never really looked at him like that or anything. Every time I see him, I smile. I don't
see him in much anymore.
No,
he's like Paul Rubens. You just don't see him.
That's a great comparison because
they're very similar.
Yeah, I love Paul Rubens. I mean, Pee Wee's my guy. I mean, he would be my John Candy.
Pee Wee is?
Yeah, I mean, I don't care.
I would say Pee Wee and Ernest is very similar, but yeah, they are. They're very similar. They I'm pretty sure they was rivals, and then you had Martin Short, which I didn't like Martin, but anyway,
Martin Short was a rival to who?
I would say at one point maybe a rival to Pee Wee because he had his little character.
Clifford.
No, like he had that little swirly hair. He's like, it's dumb. Nobody remembers.
Never heard of it.
See,
but I don't like Martin Short.
Because Pee Wee won. Pee Wee won the.
I mean, Pee Wee will always win.
Pee Wee's a big guy, but one thing I didn't mention, I want to bring up it made me think about it. This is why my brain works. So how my brain works. Thought of Pee Wee. It went to Tim Burton, which went to Danny Elfman. You see what I'm saying? Because Danny Elfman does a lot of songs for Tim Burton.
Yeah.
And Danny Elfman did the music in this movie.
Well, that makes sense why you would go there.
Yeah. The music in this movie sounds a lot like Beetlejuice, Batman Returns, because Danny Elfman did those scores. And Batman Returns specifically, he did at the same time he was composing this. So you're going to hear a lot of similarities. But like the la, 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 stuff like that, like it reminds me of Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Because that's Danny's, I'll say his trademark. That his music. Danny's such a magical composer.
Yeah.
One of my favorites, I would say. Well, he's one of my favorite composers. But I loved his music in this movie.
Who was your favorite?
I would say I'll probably say Danny Elfman. Then I'll say the I don't remember his name, and I don't want to butcher it, but the guy that did like Superman.
Hans Zimmer.
And then the other guy, what's that William guy?
John Williams.
I like John Williams.
He's my favorite.
That's Jaws, right?
Yeah, that's every Spielberg film.
Yeah.
He does John the music for every film
so
he does.
You can tell the differences between like a John Williams and a what's the guy's name?
Hans Zimmer.
You can tell the difference between a lot of their strings, their what they do.
Yeah. I mean,
like Hans is more of a, like you hear Superman, it's like like horns. He has like a lot of horns, and and then like with Williams, John Williams, he has a lot of like deep foreboding type of noise, like sounds.
Yeah, he's very deep.
And then Danny Elfman is he's high, like what I'm saying. It's very like light, like whimsical. So I mean, you can tell a difference in a lot of their stuff. But I like Danny Elfman. I just like his stuff. Like he did Man in Black. I like Danny.
You like Danny?
I like Danny. I like Danny Elfman.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with you liking John Williams.
I don't know what's going on.
Okay. But anyway, Ghost of Christmas Future. He shows him 3 scenes. I think all of them, except for the Ghost of Christmas Past, show him 3 scenes. And the future is the little boy, Grace's son, in a mental institution, locked up on Christmas. Carol decides to for like do away with helping the homeless, and she becomes a socialite. And Claire is her name, not Carol. Claire.
Right.
He's a scrape off Claire. That's what made me remember that line. Scrape off Claire. When you help someone, help yourself. Yeah. And she took it to heart, and that started her on becoming this royal rich chick, but don't care for the homeless. And then the last thing we see is Francis being burnt in his casket, being cremated, and he says, "I want to live, I want to live, I want to live," and then the doors open, I'm alive.
Which that would make sense. His character being cheap, because it's the cheapest way to go.
Plus, there's nobody at his funeral. It's like the only person that's there, realistically, would be his brother.
Yeah,
Grace wouldn't be there. Nobody would be there because nobody would celebrate this man when he's dead, and that's sad. And but man, those door springs open, and he comes out, and he's ready, and he takes Elliot and kisses him and stomach blows him. I don't know what the hell you call that thing. Raspberries on the stomach. I don't know what you call it. What do you call that? Blowing the bubbles, blowing the belly blowing. It sounds terrible. Sounds like a a category you check on the site that you shouldn't look at. But yeah.
Oh my god.
But
oh my god.
But anyway.
How did it go there?
But anyway.
I literally said nothing to get it there, and you just went there.
But anyway.
I don't know. There is no but anyway. That's not what it's called.
So, I don't know what it's called either. Anyway, so he pretty much hijacks the production, the live show, and he gives his monologue that pretty much says,
"Oh man,
that this is the time of year we can be a little nicer, be a little friendlier, give people a coat, give people covers, give people food, give people money, whatever you can to help people." Yeah. And he says, "I get it now, but I love Bill's performance in this portion because he just really he got emotional. It just seemed real, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it seemed like it was him speaking. You know,
I felt that too.
It wasn't the character; it was just him. And yeah,
well, maybe he was. I've always heard he's difficult to work with, so maybe he was just looking back on things. I mean, he likes the improv. It could have been a real reaction for him. I don't know. I don't know the man. Yeah. But
yeah, the twinkle in his eye. He was crying. He really. It just felt like such a great scene, a great moment. And then the little boy Calvin says, "God bless everyone," which they kind of set that up, foreshadowed that several times. But yeah, man. Also, Mary Lou Retton's in this movie, but nobody cares. I love you, Mary Lou, if you want to be on the podcast.
Okay, first off, how can you say she's in this movie but no one cares? You care enough to mention her.
Well, because
he cares, Mary.
I do care, Mary. Mary, I mean, she could flip. She flipped into my heart.
Anyway. Everybody flips into your heart.
They do. Once or another. But anyway, and then Claire shows up. People are probably gonna roast us. Claire, not Carol. It's Claire. But anyway, so yeah, she shows up, and that's the end of the movie, and they singing the "Put a Little Love in Your Heart," and you see the ghost again, and the movie ends. But I think that after this day, I believe that it starts the first day in the new Frank Cross, and I think he changes his whole little mindset of how he, works and things. Sure, he may get fired.
Oh, he's so fired.
Oh, the dude shot a gun. That's a felony.
He's going to prison.
Yeah. His wife left him already. Took his little baby daughter with him. That's what he said. But anyway,
he probably didn't even tell his wife. He just probably freaked out so much he just lost it.
Yeah.
I got a question. Since you are the Bill Murray fan, is his character in this similar to the character in Groundhog Day?
Yeah, in the sense of he's always out for himself, and he's all about himself, and he until the end, until he starts opening up, and it takes Andie MacDowell to open him up in that movie. I like Andie MacDowell.
Man, he's nice.
She is nice, but she's like one of those ladies that. Once again, you love to see her pop up at anything, Karen Allen is not that for me. I hadn't really seen her much. Last thing I could think of is that Indiana Jones film, Crystal Skull or whatever. She's in there. But yeah, let's kill this dog. Not kill this dog.
Oh my God, Aaron, you gotta watch what you say.
I can't say that's a bad expression.
Yeah, a very bad expression when you actually have a dog here.
Anyway, let's go ahead and put this episode over. All right. I give this movie 5 Markouts out of 5.
Oh
I enjoyed it. I think it is one of my favorite. It is my favorite Christmas movie. Yeah.
Yeah, it's your favorite.
Yeah.
Of all the times.
Now, I would throw 8-Bit Christmas up there too. But yeah, this and then also Christmas Vacation, which we'll do sometime soon.
2 weeks, Aaron. 2 weeks.
Yep. Brandon?
I'm gonna give it a little higher score than I did on Letterboxd. I'm gonna give it a 4.5. I gave it a 4 on Letterboxd. I had a bad experience. I've had.
He was sick. I blame the burrito.
I will go with that.
Oh, that's after the podcast.
I was sick. I was not feeling good.
And his heart was broken.
I wish you wouldn't say stuff like that.
From the burrito.
From the burrito, yes. Thank you.
No,
4.5 for me. And that's our wrap.
Next week, what are we doing?
We are doing Ernest Saves Christmas.
Yeah.
It was one of the 3 choices you gave me.
Yes. We'll do that. Until the next time, Aaron Whitlow.
He sounds so enthused. I am Brandon Spivey.
And we thank you for marking out with us on the Markout Movie